Hey there, if you're enjoying this podcast, please take a moment to leave a review and to follow or subscribe. Don't forget to share with anybody that you think might be interested. Your support is greatly appreciated. Word of mouth is incredibly powerful, and it's the best way for us to reach more people and grow this wonderful community. Thanks again for listening. Hey there. Every now and then I come across a parable or a teaching in a story form, and I found one that I'd like to share with you this week. It's a Buddhist parable called The Dragon and the Fire, and it's a true story of transformation. In a faraway kingdom, amidst high mountains and deep forests, lived a mighty dragon. This dragon was known for its overwhelming strength and fiery temperament. However, despite his strength and powerful breath, the dragon had an unfulfilled heart. He felt a deep dissatisfaction, a pain that only fueled his fire. One day, the dragon flew over the kingdom and saw below him a small village devastated by a terrible fire. The dragon, seeing the fire as part of his own nature, flew down and tried to confront the flames with his own fire. But instead of extinguishing the fire, his flame only made it stronger. Desperate and full of regret, the dragon flew away, his heart even heavier than it was before. In desperation, the dragon flew to an old sage who lived high in the mountains. The sage listened to the dragon's story and nodded in understanding. Fire, he said, can be destructive, but it can also purify and renew. It is not the fire itself that is the problem, but how you use it. The dragon was confused. How can I use my fire differently? He asked. I'm a dragon. Fire is part of who I am. Exactly, replied the sage. And that is exactly why you must learn to see it not as a weapon, but as a tool. Fire can give warmth. It can bring light into darkness. It can burn away the old to make room for the new. You must learn to use your fire with wisdom and compassion. With these words in mind, the dragon returned to the kingdom. He saw the village still burning, and instead of using his own fire, he flew to a nearby lake, filled his mighty maw with water, and put out the fire. And then he used his flame to give the villagers warmth and light in the cool of the night. He helped them rebuild their homes by using his fire to shape the wood and make it harder. From that day on, the dragon was no longer known only as a destructive force, but also as a being of warmth and light. He had learned to use his fire not as a weapon, but as a tool. And in doing so, he found the satisfaction he had sought for so long. His heart was no longer heavy, but filled with the warmth of his own flame, which could now not only destroy, but also heal and renew. I'm Lisa Hopkins. Thanks so much for listening. Stay safe and healthy, everyone. And remember to live in the moment. If you enjoyed this episode, I invite you to dive deeper into cultivating a life of creative possibilities with my new book, The Places Where There Are Spaces. It's filled with personal stories and insights to help you embrace living in the moment. You can grab your copy by following the link in the show notes or wherever books are sold. Let's keep the conversation going and growing.